Good afternoon. We wanted to take a look at the resources that were available through Discovery Ed streaming for our kindergarten teachers and students. So this is your MyPasco Connect desktop. If you select your Discovery Ed icon from that desktop, it'll take you directly to your Discovery Ed dashboard. If you only teach kindergarten, you'll just have a streaming button right here in the center of that dashboard. If you teach grades other than kindergarten, you might also see textbook and streaming. So we're going to go ahead and select the streaming service. Once you're inside streaming, you have access to all of the variety of resources available in Discovery Ed streaming. So I want to show you an easy way to be able to search by standard to find resources for kindergarten. Remember that these are also being built into the curriculum maps unit by unit, and so you don't necessarily have to search for these. You can use the links directly from the curriculum maps. If your teams are planning ahead or you want to look for additional resources, this is an easy way to do that. So you would click on Browse Standards, which is the tab up here in the top left-hand corner. And that's going to give you a list of all the different kinds of standards that are available in Discovery Ed streaming for us. We're looking for the 2008 Next Generation Sunshine State Science Standards. So those are right here, K-12. They're second from the bottom. We haven't updated the science standards in the state of Florida since 2008. So when I select that, you'll notice that I am in the kindergarten life science standards. So you could also sort by subject or grade here, but since kindergarten we're looking for, we're in the right spot. So if I'm looking for something on changes in matter, I could go to the kindergarten physical science standard, click the plus button, and that will show me all the different big ideas that fall into the kindergarten physical science body of knowledge. I'm going to look at changes of matter, which is sc.k.p.9.1. And so I'm going to expand that. We want to make sure that we're looking at the Florida standards, and those are the ones that are numerical, so P.9.1. We don't want to look for the A and B's, we want the actual numerical. So this is going to be your entire standard as it's written in the state of Florida. So I'm going to click on that, and that is going to show me all of the different resources that Discovery Education has available in streaming for that particular standard. You'll notice there's 105 results. This view shows you lots of different things. There are 9 pages of activities and resources. I usually like to filter that down. So if I'm specifically looking for a text, then I'll use this navigation bar up at the top, and then I will narrow it down to a text where I can look at core text. I can look at different terms, text that I might project, text I might print for the students to read. Most of the things that you would have to print already live in the maps for you. They're already in printable format. If I want to do a song with my students around the changes of matter, then I might come over here to audio to see if they have a song that helps me with changes of matter. I can look for videos. I can look for boards that other teachers have made. So these are all the videos around changes of matter. You'll notice that everything Discovery Education does is in grade bands. So you're going to look for anything with the grade band K through 2. So this is an easy way in streaming that you can drill down just to resources that live within that kindergarten standard. Most of these are the same resources that are available in textbook. They're just organized in a different way. So you still have access to the resources. Keep in mind that you don't necessarily have to do this. You can just lean on your curriculum maps and you'll find links to these resources in those maps. But I know there are times where you want to hunt and find the things that work best for your students, and so I wanted to share with you a way to do that. Another thing that I wanted to share specifically for kindergarten, on our MyPasco Connect dashboard, you should notice that you have a PBS Learning Media button. We have that PBS Learning Media account, and our single sign-on password logs us directly into it. So it shouldn't be something you have to set up. It should be something you already have access to. This also has a host of resources for primary. And so they have an entire science section that's pre-K to 3rd grade. And you can search for those resources. You can search by standard. There's a lot of clicking in PBS Learning that you have to do to search by standard. So sometimes I'll just come over and write changes of matter. And then I want anything having to do with changes of matter in kindergarten. And so this gives me some options. Several of these are actually written into the map around this changes of matter standard, but I wanted you to also see how you can search for them to be able to pick out resources that might fit best in your class. And so PBS Learning is also an excellent place for you to leverage for resources for kindergarten science. So we just wanted to do a quick video to share with you some of those pieces. If you have questions, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Stephanie Sheridan. If you have questions specifically about the curriculum maps or you want to provide us feedback on the maps, this monthly s'more always has a link to provide curriculum feedback, and we're absolutely always welcome to hearing ways to make those maps better, things that you feel are missing from the maps, and we will continue to work on improving them and making them the best that they can be.